Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today's series beginning is gonna be kind of a remake of my last big tutorial series. So yeah, we're just gonna start right into it. Okay. So first, make sure you have like a weapon. Doesn't really matter what, but make sure to have one. I'm just using a rapier here, and yeah. Then what what you already want to do is have like a dummy, and because we're gonna use that for a bit of testing, because now you want to take your rapier, want to put it into the dummy, and because we are not gonna work with any tools or something like that, we also already want to have our rapier or our sword or our weapon on the player from the beginning, and we're gonna do that with a weld to be more specific with a motor 60 weld. So we're gonna go into the torso because I'm gonna position the weapon like around here probably, or on this side. And yeah, the torso is the best option we can weld to, so add a new motor 60 weld to your torso. Rename it to weapon weld. Then set the part 0 to the torso and the part 1 to the rapier. Then your weapon is gonna be like inside of the dummy, but we can kind of play around with those orientation and position settings to position it correctly. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. Okay, and if you have your weapon positioned correctly, we now want to create a new script in starter character scripts. You can just call this weapon handler for now. Then I'm just for organization already gonna do like some sections to make the code more clear. So we're gonna have services up here, and we first want to get our user input service. So local UIS is equals to game get service user input service. Then I just like to do a lot of those thingies to create like a line. Then we want to go down here and do UIS, so user input service dot input began input began but input ended. Connect function. Then we're gonna have a receive an input and this typing. So if is typing, then return end. That is pretty much is typing is true when when we type like in the chat box or in text boxes or something like that, then is typing would be true, so we can't accidentally equip like our weapon. We're actually gonna let's actually change this to input ended, not begin. Then if input dot keycode equals to enum dot keycode dot 1, So yeah, the one key on your keyboard. We want to fire a remote event, but we haven't actually created an remote event yet. So create a new folder in replicate storage, call it events, and then create a new remote event inside of here and call it equip, or we're actually gonna call it, let's actually call it weapons event. Then in our local script, let's get the replicate storage, so local rs equals to game get source replicate storage. Then I want to create a new section called this folders, and we want to have our events folder in here, so local events equals to rs.events. Then another one, and I'm gonna call this events this time. And then our weapons event equals to events dot weapons event. Okay, and then we're gonna do weapons event dot not dot fire server this fire server. Okay, and we want to fire the server with equip unequip like this. Okay. Then let's create a new script in server script service. Just a normal script. Then we can also do the same up here with our services. So what we also want to get is the player service. So local players equals to game get service players. Then let's actually also already create a new folder in replicate storage and call this models. And in that folder we want to put our weapon. Let's create this new subfolder in here and call this weapons. Then just copy your weapon into there. Then create a new section here. Just gonna call it folders again. And our first folder is local weapon models folder equals to replicate storage dot models. Then we have weapons equals to models dot weapons. Then we want to get our weapons event. We can just copy this from here. Can also copy this. Okay. Then then we can again put this there just to separate those parts of the code. Then we want to do players.playEdit down here, connect function, get our player, then player.character appearance loaded, or you can just get character edit, connect function, character, then let's get our torso here, so local torso equals to character.torso. Then we want to we want to clone our weapons, so local local weapon equals to weapons dot rapier. Yeah. And set our weapons parent to our character. Okay. But now we need to weld our weapon to our character. So we're just gonna directly actually gonna make like yeah, we want to yeah, I think we yeah, okay. We can just we should rename the script first to like weapons server or something like that, but then we can create a new folder under our weapons server script, call this welds, then create a subfolder for weapons, and then let's create a subfolder for our rapier weapon, call this whatever weapon you have, and then we want to take this weld, copy it and place it down here. We can remove them for now, and then we would want to have a second weld. For that we can just have a new dummy actually, and this we are gonna have him holding the rapier, so we actually want to yeah, have a new weld in our right arm, so a new mortar 60 weld here. Let's call this weapon weld, and set our part 0 to our right arm and part 1 to our rapier, and again position it how you like. Okay, that looks fine to me. Let's actually just put it a bit more further. Okay, yep, that's looking good. Okay, then yeah, copy this or duplicate it again, and let's actually not call this weapon weld, let's call this holding weapon weld. And we're also gonna rename this to our idle weapon weld, and then put both of them in here. Okay, then go back into the script, then do a local let's actually first create a new table that is gonna hold all our welds, so create a new section here. I'm just gonna call this okay, let's just call this objects or tables. Let's call this tables, or not, let's call this let's call this objects. Then local raised welds, or just local welds, equals to those brackets. Then down here again, welds player. So our player's weld equals to script dot welds dot weapons dot rapier. we actually can create a new variable for our weapons folder up here. So weapons world. So weapons world equal to script.words of weapons. Then weapons world dot wrap here down here. Then worlds player equals to or dot parent equals to our torso. So we're just gonna pretty much do this right here now for our player. Then worlds player dot part 0 equals to torso, and the part 1 is gonna be the rapier itself. Okay. Then on player removing, so players.player removing, we want to connect function again. Get the player here. Then if worlds player, then table remove. So we want to remove our player, our player's world from this table if we leave the game, just so we're not gonna have a lot of objects in the table. So table move and then our table, so worlds, and then our specific item, so table dot find, again in our worlds table, and our worlds player. Okay. Then okay, we're gonna make the kind of equipping now, and that is gonna then wrap our part 1. Part 2 is gonna be the animations. I don't want to make the parts too long, so yeah. So I'm gonna just make 2 things here just to separate it a bit. Then here we want to do weapons event dot on server event connect function. Our player, and we want to have an action like example equipment unequip. But first let's get our character here, so player.character. And let's also get the humanoid, the torso, and our right arm. So our torso is character dot humanoid is our humanoid. Our torso is character dot torso. And our right arm is character square brackets right arm. Square brackets because we have like a space here and you can't do this with a normal dot. And yeah, I'm making this in R6. You can modify this for R15, but yeah, I'm making this in R6. So for R15 it would be like right lower arm, I think, but yeah. Okay, then if our action, if action equals to equip unequip, like in our local script, and actually and, but first we want to have create a new attribute. So up here we want to do a character set attribute equipped to false. Okay. Then go down here again and do and not character get attribute equipped. Then, so this is for equipping. We want to do we want to set our characters equipped attribute to true first of all. Then we want to set our world to other worlds player to part 0 to the right arm now, not to the torso anymore, and configure its C0 to be the C0 of, oh no, it is the C0, let me check no, or C1, not C0, to be the C0 of our weapons world dot rapier dot holding weapons world. And I just noticed we here we are not we are just getting the rapier here. We're setting our worlds to our rapier, but we want to set it to weapons dot rapier dot hold idle weapons world, weapon world. Okay, like this, and down here we want to do an else if. So now for the unequipping, you can just copy this, unequipping, and equipping the equipped attribute should be true. Then we can copy this, boom, set this to false, and set our part 0 torso to our torso again, and our C1 to our idle weapons world. Okay. I think that should be everything. Let's test it out. You can open your output to see if you have any errors. Okay, so this works. Our weapon is at this position we want it to be, and if we press 1, we're gonna get an error, unable to send property. Oh yeah, okay, I see the error. We are setting the C1 to our wells, not to the wells C1, so dot C1 and also C1 down here. Okay, now let's try this out again. And if we press 1, boom, it's gonna be in our hand. Like there. Oh, and yeah, you should disable your weapons collision. Oh, but you get an error if you put it back. Idle weapons world is not a member of. Okay. I think, yeah, because we are setting it here, but we are not cloning it. So put clone up there. Yep. Put clone up there. Okay. Then it should be fine. Hopefully. Okay, so boom. Okay, yeah, perfect. Works. So in the next part we're gonna do the animations for that. But this is gonna be part 1. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Have a great day. Bye.